Renovations can be the key to boosting your property's performance, but only if you plan them right. Today, I'm going to show you how to create a renovation budget that works for your property and pays off quickly without overspending or wasting a bunch of money. Let's go ahead and jump into things and get started. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Paul Macaluso, the Multifamily Renegade. I've built a $6 million multifamily portfolio by transforming properties no one wanted into cash flowing investments. On my very first deal, a neglected 12-unit property, I carefully planned my renovation budget, focusing only on upgrades that mattered. The results? Increased value, better cash flow, and a property that I was proud to own. Today, I'm going to share with you how you can do the same thing even if you're just starting out. Here's what I'll cover in this video. Number 1, how to determine what renovations are worth spending money on. Number 2, the key formula I use to evaluate if a renovation makes financial sense. And 3, practical strategies to make your renovation dollars go further. And at the end, I'm going to share the number 1 mistake beginner multifamily investors make when renovating their properties and how you can avoid it. So stick around to the very end. Okay, let's talk about why renovations are essential but risky. Renovations are one of the fastest ways to add value to a property and attract quality tenants, but they can also drain your wallet if you're not careful. A lot of beginner investors think the more I spend, the better the property will perform, and that's just simply not true. Here's the key. Not every renovation adds value. Some upgrades improve the tenant experience and the property's performance, while others just eat into your profits. Your job as an investor is to focus on the renovations that bring the greatest impact with the least cost. Okay, let's shift gears and talk about how to evaluate renovation return on investment. Before you start any renovation, ask yourself these 3 questions. Number 1, will this upgrade improve the property's functionality or tenant experience? Number 2, will this renovation attract more tenants or reduce vacancies? And number 3, what is the payback period for this renovation? And number 3 is a big one, guys. Not a lot of people think about this. Okay, I want you guys to divide the total renovation cost by the annual income the upgrade that you're doing is expected to generate. If that payback period is too long or exceeds 1 year, it's a sign to reconsider or adjust the scope of the project. Okay, guys, let's talk about the 3 areas where to spend for maximum impact. Number 1 is cosmetic upgrades, and this can be a whole host of things, but a fresh coat of paint inside and outside, modern fixtures, and updated flooring can actually transform a unit without breaking the bank. Number 2 is kitchens and bathrooms. Focus on functionality and appeal. These areas often make or break a deal, so be careful. Last but not least, curb appeal. Landscaping, exterior paint, and general cleanliness of the property improve the property's first impression. And just like the old saying goes, you only get 1 shot at a first impression. So make sure your curb appeal is right and gives off the best first impression possible to potential tenants. Okay, guys, now that you know what to do and how to keep it accountable, let's talk about things to avoid. Number 1 thing that you want to avoid is over-renovating. Don't spend on high-end finishes for properties aimed at affordable markets. It simply just doesn't make sense. Second thing is personal preferences. Keep things neutral by choosing timeless choices that appeal to the widest audience. And last but not least, unnecessary upgrades. Focus on visible, functional improvements that tenants will actually value that boost rents. All right, guys, a lot of people like to fluff up what they've done and how they've done it and act like they've never made a mistake. I'm not one of those people. I'm just like you. I've made mistakes along the way. And again, the goal of this channel and sharing my experience with you is to help you guys avoid those mistakes and fast track your success with multifamily investing. On my first 12-unit property, I focused on cost-effective upgrades, paint, flooring, minor kitchen upgrades. This was a big payoff, but I did find myself cutting corners, which ultimately cost me more down the road, which is why you want to avoid it. Always remember everything that we've discussed today when evaluating which renovations to potentially do to a property. Now, I also have fallen into the trap of over renovating. Okay, so I've under renovated and over-renovated. I've been in both sides of this equation. I've seen investors install high-end finishes that didn't align with their tenants' expectations, reducing their profitability overall. Now, I fell victim to this on a deal and overspent on renovations by over $50,000 doing this. And it did not increase rents further. And in reality, they really didn't even need to be done in the first place. So keep this in mind when you're going through the renovation process. I've made the mistakes, so you guys don't have to. All right, guys, let's wrap everything up and recap things for you. Renovations are a powerful tool for improving property performance, but only if you plan them strategically. Focus on upgrades that matter most. Evaluate each project using a payback period and avoid the temptation to over-improve or under-improve. A well-planned renovation budget isn't about spending money. It's about making your property work harder for you. If you found this information helpful and want tips to grow your real estate portfolio, hit that subscribe button and ring notification bell. I try to release 2 videos every week filled with actionable strategies to help you succeed with your multifamily investing journey. Before you go, what's one renovation you've seen that made a big difference in a multifamily property? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.